Shabbat Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is a Montazar from the Chicago camp, coming back at you again with another lesson entitled, I will send, I have commanded, I will help thee. So currently you got Agent Orange, okay, using his tariffs, all right, fucking up America as planned, okay, through the spirit of error, according to Isaiah the 19th chapter, all right. So as this is happening, all right, this place is starting to fall apart. The retail apocalypse is here, is upon us. All right. All you got to do is a chat GPT and type in retail apocalypse and retail store closings of 2025 through 2026. Okay. Then you also have AI taking over. Okay. Um, in the next 2 years, AI is going to account for um, almost half, 47% of all manufacturing jobs here in America. And then you have the big, beautiful bill. Okay. The big, beautiful bill. Okay. Or what we know as what? Government assistance. All right. That government assistance that those teats are drying up. Okay. All right. So what you're gonna have is a whole lot of joblessness, right? And then you got Agent Orange is doing martial law. Okay, you're gonna have troops in the street. Okay, so the scripture talks about it getting worse and worse to the point where every man's house will be spoiled. All right, so it's important, right, uh, to be reinforced in some of these promises that we need to think on and pray on. All right. So in this lesson, I will send, I have commanded, I will help thee, is all relating to what the Lord said he's going to do for us. So before we, or as we get started, all right, there's some scriptures that I want to use as the baseline for this lesson. First off, Hebrews 11:6. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Okay? So everything starts off with faith. Faith in what was said. Hebrews 15:4 says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So we have a couple examples in this lesson about things that are written aforetime. All right. Sirach 2:10 says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord Yahweh and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Okay. And you need to know the name to call upon him. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in a time of affliction. Psalms 91:14, it says, because he set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he have known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. Okay? That's what this is all about. I will deliver him and honor him, and with long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. All right. So here we are with Jacob's trouble is upon us. Jeremiah 30:7, it says, alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right. Isaiah 65:13, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. All right, so we got some baseline scriptures. All right, that's setting the mood, so to speak. All right, for what's to come. It said the things that are written aforetime was written. All right, for our comfort. Okay, um, for our learning. It was written for our learning, and through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. All right, so let's look at some of these things. All right, now the first thing we're going to look at is I will send. All right. So Yahweh said, I will send. Now, the Lord sent, all right, Saul to Samuel. All right. And he spoke in his ear. This is 1 Samuel 9:15. It says, now the Lord Yahweh had told Samuel in his ear a day before Saul came, saying, tomorrow about this time I will send thee a man out of the land of Benjamin, and thou shalt anoint him to be captain over my people Israel, that he may save my people out of the hands of the Philistines. For I have looked upon my people, because their cry is come unto me. All right, so that I will send is shalak. All right, and that point is, all right, it's to send away or out, any wise, appoint, bring on the way. Okay, conduct earnestly. All right, so these are some of the definitions. Okay, but it's going into a point. So he says, I will send. He's appointing and bringing on the way, all right, the man Saul. All right, this is 1 Samuel 9:1. Now here's the kicker. All right, Saul didn't know that he was about to be anointed. Okay, he didn't know. So even the Lord said, I will send thee a man, but the man's goings is of the Lord. How can he know his own way? All right, let's get that. Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? See, we don't understand our own way. All right, but our steps are still ordered. All right, this is 1 Samuel 9:1. Now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zeror, the son of Baccarat, the son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. And he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man and a goodly. And there was not among the children of Israel a goodlier person than he. From his shoulders and upward he was higher than any of the people. And the asses of Kish, Saul's father, were lost. And Kish said to his son, take now one of the servants with thee, and arise. Go seek the asses. And he passed through Mount Ephraim, and passed through the land of Shalisha. But they found them not. Then they passed through the land of Shalim, and there they were not. And he passed through the land of the Benjamites, but they found them not. Listen, he all over the place looking for these asses. All right. But in fact, the Lord was sending him directly to what? All right, to Samuel. And then, and when they were come to the land of Zoph, Saul said to his servant that was with him, come and let us return, lest my father leave caring for the asses and take thought for us. And he said unto him, behold now, there is a man in this city, a man of God, and he is an honorable man. All that he saith cometh surely to pass. Now let us go thither. Peradventure, he can show us our way that we should go. All right, so you know the rest of the story. But the point here is the Lord says, I will send. All right, so the Lord sent Saul to be anointed, all right, of Samuel. But he didn't know that. He was looking for his father's asses. That's the point. All right. But the Lord said, I will send. And sure enough, he came through on his word. I have commanded. This is 1 Kings 17:4. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee. All right. So this is a big famine in the land. All right. And the Lord told Elijah, I have commanded the ravens to feed thee. Uh, H6680. All right. Savah. All right. Intensively to constitute and join, appoint. Okay. I have commanded or I have appointed. I have bidded. I have charged. Okay. I have commanded. I have set in order. Right. For the ravens to feed thee there. So he went and did according to the word of Yahweh, for he went and dwelt by the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. All right, so the Lord fed Elijah. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. Okay, so the Lord commanded a widow woman to sustain thee. So he arose and went to Zarephath. And when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks. Now let's see if if the woman knew that she was commanded to sustain the prophet. It says, the widow woman was there gathering sticks, and she called to her, and he called to her, Salaki, and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel, that I may drink. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thine hand. And she said, As the Lord Yahweh, thy power liveth, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat and die. Okay? She was preparing to die, okay, because of the famine in the land. And Elijah said unto her, Fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me therefore a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after make for thee and thy son. For thus said Yahweh, power of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that Yahweh sendeth rain upon the earth. Okay? So here's another example. All right. The Lord said, I have commanded. Okay. So he set in order certain things. These are supernatural. Okay. And lastly, I will help thee. Isaiah 41 and 8, 41 and 8 through 14. It says, But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. You see that? Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing. And they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them, and shall not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. For I, Yahweh thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said the Lord Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Okay? So Azar, all right, to surround, protect, for aid, help, succor. All right? Isaiah 33 and 6, and we're going to close on that. All right? It says, And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. Okay. All right. So in the times to come, all right, all we have to do is lean on his word and what he's promised. He says, I will send, I will command, I will help thee. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one. Shalom.